Hi, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm joined with BeastBorgMusic. We're going to discuss some of the things that we enjoy, some of the things we're a little annoyed with about Hotfix number 61 here. Welcome in, Borg. Welcome in.
Thank you, thank you.
So let's see, on August 22nd, they say we will be deploying hotfix number 61 when the patch starts, yada, yada, yada. Took them, okay, maybe a little bit longer than they thought, as per usual. They fixed an issue where defense did not work while you were blocking after using Shield Slam. I'm not sure if a whole lot of people are really using that, but it not working at all is definitely a good fix. Fixed an issue where Rogue could be more visible when hiding in the dark. I don't know. Is that an issue?
I've never ran into that personally.
Maybe it was between.
But that might explain a couple times I got killed.
Yeah, it could have been between the last hotfix, 5 days prior, but whatever. They fixed an issue where the description of Bard's playing time was incorrectly displayed. Yeah, that was that way for a while, and it takes 14 seconds to get all the buffs off. We already know this. Fixed an issue where the Salet's movement speed was different depending on its rarity. I thought that was just like a thing that the Salet did, because aside from that, it's, it's not the most used helm, but
I've never even noticed that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Like the blue, I mean, I never used the common one, but the rare one was, it was kind of nice. Fixed an issue where the connection status of dead party members was not confirmed. I did notice that. I don't know if it was you or no, actually, I think it was Professor got DC'd. I was like, what in the heck? Fixed an issue where restoring friends' items could sometimes not work properly. I had that happen to me when you brought out my my jewelry from one of those HR games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I realized after a bit that it just wasn't anywhere. It wasn't at the Goblin. I had like old Goblin items, which might have caused it, but I was kind of curious about that.
Yeah, maybe it was because you're already looking in the Goblin. Maybe it bugged out.
Yeah, I kind of think so. Fixed an issue where matching would not occur even after a very long time had passed. Yeah, we had that happen a couple times.
I saw Ken in like a 3-4 minute queue for the same map he queued up for. It showed the same map.
Quick chant casting speed bonus has been changed from 20% to 15%.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
20% was pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a fifth faster. I feel like that was decent. I mean, a 5% change is still kind of hefty overall. The big one really is the overload now reduces knowledge by 30% instead of memory capacity.
It's a dead perk.
Yeah,
it's not very worth it.
Kind of buried it. I know wizards were a bit overtuned because of it, but even then, like, I don't know, that seemed like a bit much. But I think you're right. Basically dead perk at this point.
Yeah, it's not worth it. You need casting speed on wizard.
Yeah.
Biggest cause of wizard death is lack of spell casting speed.
Yeah, we saw that when we got spawn rushed in HR the other night.
Couldn't cast my spells fast enough.
Yeah. Cleric's lesser heal spell count has been changed from 3 to 4. I'm totally okay with this.
I think it's not necessary.
I mean, yeah.
Personally.
Not entirely, but lesser heal is just kind of
lesser heal.
Sometimes.
I mean, not when you're geared. I would be healing for like 40, 50s.
No, that's true. It is pretty solid when you're actually running. They got rid of the Holy Strike duration change. Bard's Rousing Rhythms duration changed from 90 to 120. Now it lines up with all my other buffs. I couldn't be more thankful. Thank you, Rusty Shovel. I do appreciate it. Warlock's Curse of Pain dot damage changed from 10 to 13. No. Anything that makes a Warlock stronger, I'm not here for. I know there's a lot of Warlock players out there probably a little happy about that. It's not me, man.
Yeah,
It's not for
Warlock
me, man.
did need a little bit of love.
They did.
I felt like they could.
They kind of fell off when Druid appeared. But
No, it's when they killed Life Drain a couple patches ago.
no, that's definitely true. Like Druid
That put the
definitely
nail in the
changed the
coffin.
meta, but yeah, that life drain
Yeah.
change was just it's a little tough.
Yeah, but it's what Warlock needed on Life Drain. Like the fact they were able to get like 2-3 ticks off and then be full HP before it
Yeah.
was crazy. But now there's like they have to use like the first 2 or 3 ticks to break even, and then they have to keep going to get
No, that's
profit
true.
on health. So now there's like a moment you can like push them when they try to Life Drain.
Yeah. Actually, that is kind of nice. I've seen them, they try to pull the life drain up on the Hydra, and it's like, you just don't have enough time now. Sorry, I'm going to jump on you and hit you with the loot.
Yeah, no, every time I see a Warlock drop Hydra, I try to push them because I feel like they're about to Life Drain it.
Yep.
So
anytime they're out in the open with it, not door blocking it.
Yeah, I think the dot damage isn't too bad, but it
yeah, I mean, 3 damage isn't the worst thing in the world. That's only half my health as a bard, so I can get by. Looks like Druid actually got kind of a buff this round. Bear form movement speed reduced by 10%, or increased by 10%. Bear form primary attack. Yeah, I think so. Attack attribute bonus ratio changed from 100% to 125%. Panther form health increased 10%. Panther form primary attack increased 10%. Secondary attack increased 10%. The Nature's Touch attribute bonus ratio was changed to 50%, and spell count changed from 5 to 4. Yeah, I think if they're going to buff it that tough, then yeah, reduce the amount of casts.
Yeah. I've been saying it's been needing a way to scale with Druid healing. I think that's really good change.
Yeah, I think so too. Scroll down a little bit.
But you get Nature's Touch back really fast. So
yeah, it is crazy
that's gonna be fine. Reducing the spell count, making it scale. Now you can actually have like caster druids out there helping.
I wonder if they did the cleric change just to kind of even it out with that, because it's a similar amount of healing too. So I wonder if they dropped that down to 4 and buffed cleric up to 4. It kind of makes sense. I'm just spitballing. That might have been their idea.
Well, maybe geared, but you still can't really go like truly druid, like caster druid. No, you still can't do that.
I think druid does need a couple more offensive spells, whether it's like a missile type thing or even a ground cast. Just a little more something there.
I feel like they just need like another skill, something that would help them with like casting.
Yeah, that might be a good idea as well. I know everybody wants new animal forms, but I think those need to be
they've already talked about
more.
a few new animal forms.
Is penguin confirmed? Is that real?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure though. They did talk about penguin a while ago, but I don't know if they're still planning on penguin.
Memeing on the ice caves, but I mean, maybe not.
What is confirmed though is gorilla.
Oh, that's going to be so mean. Oh, turtle's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, they're already talking about like an underwater map, so that could like maybe give you like a swim speed so you can swim around the map.
Oh, that makes sense.
Go faster. And then be like tanky too. I think that could be cool.
Yeah, I would enjoy it.
And I must also add, I am a big advocate of removing rat form, please. Iron Mace, take it out of the game.
He really doesn't like it.
Sucks. It sucks when you can't chase them unless you're like one of 2 classes.
Yeah, it is kind of rough. It's kind of like when the rogue runs away. It's like, nah, just let him go. We ain't catching that.
At least the rogue has to open the door and close the door. You can at least chase them there. If you break the door, you can keep chasing them. But with a rat, they're jumping through the door. They don't have to waste time opening the door.
It's basically barbarian only, but even then, like...
Or make like the rat just a little too big to go through the windows. That would fix it.
Yeah.
I would be fine with the rats running around them.
That was the whole meme at first, but now it's like, oh god, oh, I hate it.
Yeah. It was fun for the first like 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Barkskin armor, additional armor rating changed from 20 to 25, bit of a boost there, and duration changed from 8 to 10 seconds. I think that's
Yeah, I don't think
worthy.
Barkskin.
People weren't
I don't.
using it.
Nobody's still going to use it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Still not. Just because it only targets the caster, it can't target anyone else.
If you could cast it on your team, it would be top tier, but you can't.
Most definitely.
It would be revitalizing the buff ball, though, so
It's definitely better for like a solo play, maybe, but even then, you can take the other
There's
spells.
a lot of other options, yeah. Druid's restore attribute bonus ratio changed from 0% to 50%.
Yep.
Tree of Life duration changed from 8 to 10 seconds. I like that. At least Tree of Life you can cast on other people. It is really strong. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, but you can't cast it on yourself, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? So funny, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't cast it on yourself. It's a little stupid, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's understandable. Druid's supposed to be like more of a team class.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I prefer team gameplay, honestly. Like, I have fun in solos, but I just enjoy the chaos of the team plays.
Yeah.
So the next one...
More of a fan of duos.
Yeah, duos is kind of where it's at. The next one, they did walk back, but they had added, when entering the dungeon, you cannot enter with equipment items in your inventory. It was mostly to stave off people bringing, like, 5 windlass crossbows and also stacking equipment, getting into HR, and
that's the main reason they took it away.
Yeah, but it also meant that you couldn't like prep with additional equipment. Like Sobad's been talking about how you need to bring a Bardache and a round shield in as barbarian for solos mostly, but for dealing with ranged classes and closing the gap and stuff. And then it was like, you can't do that. But they walked it back, so okay.
Yeah, a lot of people would like just bring in a bunch of like super cheap, like high gear score items just so they can play HR with like no gear.
Yep.
And then they lose nothing in that run.
Yeah, essentially nothing, right? It's like, well, I guess that's one way to do it. High roller games must now use random matchmaking if the number of players entering the dungeon differs from the dungeon requirements. I think that makes sense. That way they don't have solos hopping in trios and doing the rat thing and scooping and all that. But how do you feel about the update overall? I know Druid got a nice buff. Everything else...
Druid did kind of need it.
Got kind of gentle buffs.
They need to fix a rat.
Rat needs fixing, and Wizard is... they kind of stomped on Wizard yet again. Like, I was really... I mean, I wasn't playing it. You guys were, but... Yeah, no, it definitely is. I really wish that they could just leave the game alone for, a week would be great. 2 weeks would be optimal. I don't know, the entire season. Just let us play the damn game. Like, what are we doing? Why do we got to make changes all the time? All the time. Subtle little tweaks and stuff. It's like, they should be testing it. They have a big enough crew now. They should test it, make their changes in the test server, and then release it like once a month or once every 3 months with the season change. It's like, I've heard from new players and veterans alike that it's like, they keep making changes and it kind of burns people out. Like, some of them have been really good, some of them are necessary, but a lot of times it's like, boy, that kind of burns people out. And I mean, granted, we're still hitting what we see the other night, close to 20K players on like a Thursday night.
Yeah, like
it's pretty good.
I think it was.
I don't know. It seems like overkill. I feel like they need to chill out a little bit and just let us play the game. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know.
Agreed.
But I mean, how many
hot
fixes have we had since, when was the last wipe? 2.5 months ago?
Something about that, yeah.
So, I mean, even going back to July, there's been 5 hot fixes there. We go back to wipe. I mean, it's just... it's too much. Here's some wizard changes, some warlock changes. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, and it's weird because SDF said he doesn't care about balance. He said that in
Right.
one of the interviews.
So we've had at
But then they
least
go out and
10
do all these
hotfixes,
changes.
though. Yeah. Like, we don't care about the
So-
balance, but here's 10 hotfixes in a single season.
I
Maybe
think
it's
they
more,
only do it
maybe I'm
because
wrong.
people complain.
Yeah. And then they complain
Just
about the
gotta please
hotfixes.
the-
Maybe they just can't win, right? Like,
Yeah, there's no winning for Iron Mace. Yeah, I feel like they could fix spell overload a bit if they just change it to like you get cost 50% mem cap extra, and then have it just be 50% increased spells instead of 60. That would
yeah.
definitely make it a bit more balanced. You know, they could even make the restriction maybe 60%. Just leave the cast speed alone. That's what kills.
Maybe they'll do
wizards.
it like at the end of next season by the time we're at hotfix 69.
Oh, hopefully. That'll
Well,
be great.
I think that's about it. We'll wrap it up there, and tonight we're doing some D&D. So we'll catch you guys on Twitch. More Trench Crusade stuff coming up. I'm sure we'll do more hotfix videos as they arrive this season. And we'll catch you guys next time.